This is the original Mastermind chair that was featured in every Mastermind program for the first 25 years under the chairmanship of my father, Magnus Magnusson.
How fantastic.
In Tarka, where in the white clay pits did the dog otter Marlin Jimmy particularly like to play hide and seek in his old age?
I was wildly proud of my father. Yeah. He was a beautiful writer.
So did he write the concept for Mastermind?
No, a producer in the BBC who had been an RAF pilot in the Second World War and questioned by the Gestapo in the interrogation chair. And he had to give his name, rank, number. Had an idea for a quiz programme. Name, your occupation, your specialist subject.
Wow.
And this stern question master, who is the sort of Gestapo interrogator, if you like.
And that was your dad.
And that was
yes.
And that was my dad, who could not have predicted that it would last for 25 years. And it was at the end of it, the production team presented him with the chair.
Oh.
But Mastermind had and continued to have in his heart a very special place. You know, this has played its part, this chair, frankly, in the life of the nation. And yet here it is doing what my father would have loved to see it doing, which is to be a place where the great-grandchildren he'll never meet can crawl around over it, and where it can be a part of our family life. Objects are so important for telling stories that can then be passed on down through the generations. And that continuity is precious to me.
What are you hoping Sonnaz is able to do to the chair? Because I've noticed already it doesn't spin. I feel like most office chairs spin around.
The original chair had, in fact, swivel wheels. And as soon as you put a nervous person in that chair, you know, they're going to be all over the place. So they got another chair and they took the legs off and they bolted it onto the bottom.
And what about the patina on the front of the arms?
I love this because they painted it all black so that you just had this kind of vision of a black chair.
Yeah.
But as you get tenser and tenser, it's starting to do this. That's history.
Yeah.
This is thousands of sweaty palms.
Nervous, sweaty palms,
It just needs preserving.
Absolutely. We don't want this to deteriorate. We want to keep steering that lovely balance between looking beautiful, but also honouring its own history.
I actually can't believe I'm even touching the original Mastermind chair. The immediate areas that need attention that I can see are on the arms. The leather on the arms has slowly worn over time. And at the base, there's some really heavy creasing. What I might have to do is line the leather to give it some extra strength. But first of all, I need to start getting it apart. Over the years, all those contenders have sat on the base, that it has created these really, really deep wrinkles. And if this wasn't addressed, eventually it would crack. This is a really, really thin leather, which is used especially for lining. Because the problem area is this massively creased section here, I'm actually going to start with that first and work my way out. The lining will flatten the creases, but you will see the line of where the crease was, which is part of the character. I remember watching the original Mastermind as a child. Never would I have thought that I'd be the one restoring this chair decades later. It feels quite momentous and extraordinarily daunting.